Sup, everybody? How you guys doing? We need to get started immediately. So, cutoffs on screen. Ooh, I forgot to change one thing. Let me change that real quick. There we go. Good. And let's get a tweet out real quick. Hold on. Need a swig of water. I was parched. Okay. Let's get a tweet out nice and quick. We'll go big head mode. Dearest 8 Marvel champions. not realm champions. Thank you. Alright, dearest at Marvel champions. I got an in-game... Is that like that? I got an in-game notification that... Whoops. Notification that said I missed a war. But I can't really say that I've actually been missing war. Because I'm now live. Okay. Tweet. Alright. Whoops. Alright, what up, everybody? Who do we got in here? We got Joe Mama, first one in here. Followed by a burp. Chase Stottlemeyer. No key for 20. Pixie Bell. Big Joe Kurz. What's up, everybody? Early Mole Man testing? No, we're gonna do that on Sunday. I think Mole Man is kind of dookie anyway, but we will test him out. We'll really go through it a little bit more on Sunday. I know my video today was a bit limited in what I showed. I showed some of the failures more than anything. I was not trying to maximize his DPS. And there was some people in the comments trying to tell me the rotation to play for him and stuff like that, but I don't think they understood the purpose of the video. It was to try to play him without taking damage. Which is not easy to do. And if you're going to be taking damage on a champion, then he better be damn good. And when I took damage on that champion, he was just... but anyway, we'll test him further. Eli sent over 2 already. Eli, what's up, man? Let me go ahead and hit you with that big old D. Hold up. Dip. Wait for it. Slap. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Alright, who else we got in here? We got the Panda Man of the Pete. Eli Stardingus. What's up, Star? Art of Chaos in here. Miguel. What's up, everybody? Mole Man broke your heart. It's understandable. He really did. I had such high hopes for Mole Man because he's part of the monster team. You know, like What's up, Cam? Mole Man is super dookie, just awful. One of the most disjointed champs I've seen in the game. God, it feels good to bash almost every aspect of a champ again. Cam, this is unbelievable. For once, we are both in agreement. Can you believe it? Can you believe that both of us are in agreement about a champion? This is unprecedented. Like, normally one of us hates a champion, and that's a sure sign that the other person loves that champion. But for once, we're both... Ugh. Why, Mole Man? Why? Anyway. Big Red, set number 10. Dude, Big Red. Thanks, man. Saying, gonna be lurking tonight, but have a good stream, Banana Man. Big Red, I understand, man. As a lurker myself, I understand. But, dude, thank you very much for the 10. The support. Appreciate it, man. And Dreamin', thanks for the raid. Sup, Dreamin' Raiders. He-Natch, A-Rob. Sup. Alright, let's go get to some arena action. Some of that hot, steamy arena action. Actually, let me check and see what's expiring real quick. Quick expiring check. Ooh, I'm gonna have to sell that ISO, actually. Okay. Cannot let that expire. Got it. It's actually some good money right there. Actually, I'm not gonna sell that. I'm gonna feed that into my 6 stars. But anyway, let's hit the arena. And I guess I want the tier 1 alphas. So fine, let's go do this arena. I hate building infinite streaks without suicides, but I guess we do what we gotta do. He's also the first feature champ I've gotten from an early access bundle, so that feels just right. Bummer, man. I mean, it's cool that you got him. It's better that you got him than you didn't, I guess, but yeah, it's a bummer that this is the one that you got. It's unfortunate. Part of me still wants to go for him just because I don't know, man. I think he's cool, and I'm not gonna go for him. Who am I kidding, man? This guy sucks. He's just so disappointing. Like, the only hope is that Kabam buffs him, but I don't think they can buff him in a way that makes him good. It's like it's his whole design. You know, he's one of those champions where you gotta take damage, otherwise your damage output sucks. And the whole mechanic of not being able to shrug off debuffs while in frenzy mode, it just kills the champion. Like, it'd be one thing if he shrugged off things and that extended his frenzy. Like, boom, that's it. He's a solid enough champion. You know, he's useful against the biohazards and freezer burns of the world. Other champions and all that, but no, they said nay. Is that BG Mole Man versus Diablo? Who sucks more? Boy, I don't know. It's a doozy. When did Diablo come out? I just realized, wasn't it around this time of the year, last year, or is that? I'm just taking a guess. Actually, I don't actually remember when Diablo came out, but I wonder if there's some sort of pattern to it, or if we're just making up a pattern of like, hey, every time this time of year they release a champion that blows. Super Dirty Pickles sending over a buck. Super Dirty Pickle, what's up, man? Where you at? Where you at? BG, my boy, I'm all jacked up right now after a 5 to 6 hour marathon to finish up 6.3. Done. Super Dirty Pickle. Nice, man. Good stuff. Got yourself all prepped for 6.4, eh? Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Dude, thank you very much for the buck. Appreciate it. Speaking of finishing up content, tomorrow, itemless. I'm not sure exactly what time. Maybe around noon? I don't know. Noon Pacific? We'll see. It's always so unpredictable during the day. I don't actually know when I'll be able to do it. But, yeah, I'm going to try to finish up the 5th quest, the Mortal quest, tomorrow. Diablo was last January. Was it last January? Okay. Alright, got it. Got it. Papa Shrek sending over 20 of them knocks. Thank you very much, man. Saying, Brian, my man, the manliest man of all men. Big fan. Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for acknowledging my manliness. Finally, somebody acknowledges it. But thank you, Papa Shrek. I like your Kermit the Frog profile picture. It's looking good, man. Thank you very much. BG, how's your prep for 6.4 coming along? It's non-existent. there's no prep for 6.4. There's not going to be any prep for a while. Yeah, if I finish up 6.2, then maybe I'll start looking into 6.4. But as of right now, no, it's non-existent. Now Terax, I'm mildly excited for him. I haven't even fought Terax in the monthly event quest yet, so I don't really know anything about him. But I know he I think someone said he had Degen. Didn't someone compare him to Omega Red or something like that, like a cosmic version? I don't know how true or not true that is, but hey, good sign at least. Alright, let's go, dude. Don't make this more painful than it needs to be. Noon? Cool. See you at 5. Oh, no, man. It ain't gonna be that late. Eli's sending over another 5. Eli, thank you very much. Is there any message? Hang on. Let me check and see if we had anything here. Hold up. Get out of my face, Joe. Fix it. So long. Okay. Let me see. I do not see a previous message, unless I'm missing it. But Eli, dude, thank you very much for another 5. Appreciate it, man. If there is a message, for some reason it didn't go through, and I will try my best to keep my eyes peeled in the chat. But thank you very much. Appreciate the support, man. Super 6.2 sits at about 30% though. Still work to do, but initial clear of 6.4 is going to be huge. In addition to what I just got, I have 2 to 3 max rank ups on the way for sure. Emma may be getting the jump. Dude, speaking of Emma, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the only planning I've done so far is after the initial clear of 6.4, I'll probably rank 2 Emma with the rank up gem or something. You know. Reminds me of a worse version of Omega. Okay. Interesting, Karate Mike. Interesting indeed. Honestly, Omega Red is so strong that even a worse version is still has some potential. Terax looks like he rides one of those red and yellow little Tykes cars. Hey, Pete, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that at all. 25% tier 5 was Cosmic. You know the universe wants me to rank 3 Arcus. Dude. Ah, super dirty pickle. If only you were still madly in love with him. But, hey man, there can't be that many rank 3 Arcuses in the world, so it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Is Terax Degen base attack or boosted? That's a good question. I think that's part of what makes Omega Red so powerful. And at the same time, limited as well. It makes him really powerful in the fact that you don't really need to boost with Omega Red for war and everything. Most of your damage is still intact. But then when you try to use him for like a Legends run or something, he just doesn't scale as well as some of the other guys like Ghost and Corvus. That said, if I do a Legends run, totally using Omega Red for a solid chunk of it. Pretty much every fight that I can, probably. Went to AMA and read his stuff a bunch of time. Oh, is he on AMA? Terax? Let me check it on out. He is. Ooh, I like his profile picture. I don't know what makes me like his profile picture so much, but I do kind of like it. It's a good sign right there, man. Um, how's that block efficiency? Let's change that. Oops. Okay, okay, okay. I think this block proficiency is actually similar to Omega Red's. Oh, he's got some strong crit resistance. Okay. Interesting. Low base attack, but I'm sure his abilities make up for it. I'm not going to go through all of his abilities right now because, well, this ain't a Terrax stream. But I did forget what his synergies are, so I'm going to take a quick look here again. Death and Resurrection with Phoenix. Phoenix, I'm going to ignore this text because there's nothing they could do to Phoenix to make her good, so just going to ignore that. Terrax, well-timed blocks give Terrax plus 3% of a bar of power. Okay. Actually, I will read it for Phoenix. When striking with her fourth light attack, Phoenix consumes one of her personal fury buffs, increasing the hit damage by 100%. Pass. Elder's Game. So with, okay, Red Hulk and Mordo. Gain plus 15% chance to armor break during his rock field. And for Red Hulk, when hitting the opponent with his first heavy hit, Red Hulk consumes a heat charge and inflicts an armor break debuff, reducing the opponent's armor rating by 50% for 8 seconds. That one will be kind of interesting to see how good it is or not. I mean, like Red Hulk, he hits pretty hard, and if you stack some of those up, that could increase his damage by quite a bit. But at the same time, 8 seconds is not that long, and if it's the first hit of the heavy that inflicts that armor break, then it's gonna like already the clock is ticking, and your heavy attack isn't even over yet. So. And Mordo, while charging a heavy attack, if the opponent attacks, Mordo will evade. This ability has a 25-second cooldown. This is pretty cool. It's a very long cooldown. It's a shame it's that long, but it is pretty cool. But I guess, I mean, you could just wind that thing up from across the across the map, so that's pretty interesting. Herald of Galactus. Okay, it's about Terrax. Don't know about him yet, so we'll skip that. Plus 15% attack. All Fury buffs last an additional 1 second. Kind of interesting for Annihilus. Probably not enough to make him amazing, but I kind of already dig Annihilus after his update anyway, so that's nice. In Annihilus, he has these very, very short duration Furies, so the 1 second it might be deceiving if you're not totally familiar with, oh, sorry for the very white screen there. If you're not familiar with his abilities, where, what is it? Here we go. It's a Fury that lasts for 0.9 seconds on the first medium, so like that could be pretty good. Not to mention, well, anyway, we'll see. We'll test that later. Clicking on wrong things. Wait, one last one to check out. Oh no, this is just the other side for Silver Surfer. Once per fight, if Silver Surfer were to lose more than 25% of his life in a single hit, he instead consumes the Power Cosmic buff, and he's still going to be pretty meh. Screw that. Okay. Sorry, I had to go through it all. Oh, Brian, don't say that about Phoenix Pete. I'm sorry. Super Dirty Pickle, send it over 2. Saying last 2, then I will chill. All right, what are your last 2? Let me see. Took me 2 to 3 runs against that Mysterio boss with Nick before I realized how damn great Torch is against him. You know, that rank 2 duped 6-star Torch I have. What a dummy I am. Well, hey, at least you figured it out. Still love Arcus, but He's still unawakened. Also pulled Aegon again. The 6-star rank 2 now sits at Sig 159. Dang, dude. Almost freaking capped out. What would you do if they nerfed Omega Red? I would do this exactly. Let's keep it moving. He's on a tangent. Pixie Bell is all I know. I know nothing else. I got curious. I had to look further. I had to check it out. Alright. Yeah, Brian. Use your manners, you meatloaf. Wow. Phoenix Synergy actually looks decent. Kind of decent, semi. Karate Mike, do not be fooled. Do not be pulled into, Pete, you know what? Earmuffs, Pete. Earmuffs. Listen, guys. Now that Pete can't hear us, there is nothing they can do to make Phoenix a good champion. Like, they would, oh, God. I refuse to believe that synergy is going to do a damn thing for Phoenix. Hey yo, what's up, BG? What's up, Hobbit? Somebody tell Pete that he could stop covering his ears. Also, comment when anonymous people send you money pre-stream. Maybe make sure you answer both of their questions and not just one. Yeah. Did I not answer? Well, the question yesterday, or the question yesterday was, psst, who all do you think are involved in Boss Rush? And which of those in Image of Champs looks hardest? I guess I only answered part 2 to that. As far as who do I think is involved in the Boss Rush, I would probably guess Pete, because of his love of Phoenix, who is a woman, and it is the Women's Day thing. So there's that. This is tough. I'm gonna have to go with Joe Namath. He's probably in there. I know nothing about him, but his name popped into my head, and I don't know for what reason. Which must mean it's a sign that he's probably in it. I don't know who is in it. I do not know. Who's involved? It'll be interesting. We're almost there. It is almost Sunday. Damn, darn, dang. What is this, Super Dirty Pickle? It's a lot of almost bad words, kind of. Oh, I see. By your last comment. Also, duped my 6-star guillotine out of one of the calves, which I thought was pretty damn sweet. Obviously, any 6-star out of those is a win. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'd be bummed if I got her out of a regular 6-star crystal. Well, maybe not even bummed. Maybe that's not the right word. She's kind of cool. I wouldn't be bummed. She's got some synergies. Not just for herself, but like outgoing synergies that are pretty useful. Excuse me, guys. I keep burping. So yeah, I wouldn't be too disappointed. But of course, out of cap crystal, that's just that much better. Wants to beat me up, huh? Wait, what? Oh, I see. Hey, BG and Laura, Seaton was in his stream today. That he hoped BG's missus was one of the Boss Rush people. Well, that'd be cool. Joe Namath, a quarterback from the 60s? Is he really from the 60s? Holy crap, dude. I don't know a lot about football. The name just popped into my head. I really don't know why. I wasn't watching anything football related. I wonder, like, what the heck was I doing today? That name popped into my head first. Every time I go out, it ends up like the scene in Sandlot when all the kids get super excited to go out, chew tobacco, and then start throwing up. I love that scene. Happens all the time. Get excited, get drunk, throw up. Well, that's life, man. That is life. These unclaimable war rewards are driving me nuts. Heart of Chaos. Shouldn't have joined war. Shouldn't have. It's your fault for joining war. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. That was kind of weird. I wonder if Kabam was tinkering around with anything that messed with war today. Because I don't know have we ever seen that type of bug before? I don't remember it ever happening in an Alliance War season, at least. And I mean, this whole system, I guess, is relatively new, where you opt into war early and stuff like that. So I think it's the first time that happened. I wonder what they were trying to mess with, if anything. Life Alert commercial, Joe Namath? Was he in a Life Alert commercial? Interesting. Joe Namath wouldn't be the best for Women's Day Boss Rush. He got drunk on the sidelines a few years back and tried to kiss a female reporter. That's probably, for that female reporter, it might have been traumatizing. I don't know, but it sounds pretty funny. BG, for the guy that doesn't watch TV sports or TV movies or sports, I'm very surprised that name came to you at all. Yeah, I'm really trying to think. Like, there had to be some reason. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I only said like 2 names so far. So my third one is Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but that name, of course, would be on my mind, because when is Hulk Hogan not on my mind? Am I right? And then, of course, we have Mr. T, if we're following the Rocky villains. And I would say Dolph Lundgren, but he's busy. Missed a stream yesterday. I was tired from the back-to-back feature grind. Did you see how low Mojo went for? I did see how low Mojo went for. It makes me kind of sad that I couldn't go for Mojo myself. I would have loved to pick up Mojo for the like 37 million or so that the champion went for. Would have been great. Wearing my Keeb hoodie. Do you have a picture of it, Pete? I don't think you sent over a picture on the Twitters of that yet. Have finals next week, and I'm currently procrastinating watching arena fights. Sigh. Oh man, been there. You just gotta shut it down, man. I'd love to have you in the stream when you're not having finals around the corner, but listen, man, you just gotta do it. Shut down all of YouTube. Is the enemy. Dolph is busy filming The Fifth Sense. The sense of smell. My alliance is still an Alliance War attack, currently at 22% exploration with my 2-star Deadpool, best champ in the game. Dude, sick. I hope everybody gets mailed some war rewards, including myself. Even though I'm in an alliance that can't even do war because we don't have 5 people. It's the only way for me to get war rewards. I heard Soda Popinski is one of the fights. It's not actually a person, is it? That's just like Soda Pop with Insky at the end of it. Is that an actual person, though? Please, I really hope that's an actual person, but I just don't know if I could believe it. What a great name if that is an actual person. Punch Out? That's from Punch Out? I don't even remember that. Crazy, man. I should know that. Hold on, let's go look it up together. Together, Soda Popinski. It does make me happy that so many of you knew who that was, though. That's good. Ah, this guy. Dude, this is how he looks. What? Does this sound like the Wii or something? Interesting. Oh, there's a shirt. That's cool. I guess there's a shirt for everything. You kind of remind me of Don Flamingo. Thank you, Art of Chaos. It's very nice of you to say. Don't hurt yourself, BG Pixie Bell. You know it's impossible for me to do anything else. What's up, Dicer? What do you think the deal is going to be for 6.4? Hard to say. I wonder, here's the real question that we'll never get an answer to, probably. I wonder if Kabam is changing the 15K reward, like the deal. Assuming it's 15K. I wonder if they changed that based on updating the Act 6 rewards overall. But we'll never know. I would bet it's something 6-star related. But yeah, that's like my only guess. Maybe... I mean, I don't know if they would do more Tier 5 class cutouts. They already did that with the 3rd chapter, right? It was 25% of it. Or 148/147 actually went for around the same as round 1 though. Put up 60 round 2 to be safe. Couldn't handle missing again. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, congrats, dude. Oh man. I really wish I had Mojo. I mean, I know the year is still early, but I would say I think he's my favorite champion of the year so far, at least. Now that I say that, I'm like, am I forgetting champions? But what champions do we have? So, I mean, March is the Mole Turd and Tarax, and I guess we haven't really got a chance to play Tarax yet. February was Longshot and Mojo, and I definitely preferred Mojo between the two. January was Squirrel Girl and who was with Squirrel Girl? Molturd, yeah, Molturd. He's not great. Nova, that's right. Okay, yeah. Alright, so yeah, Mojo, far and away, my favorite champion of the year so far, actually. It's not even close. No one is even close to Mojo. In my opinion. And it's partially like a fun factor opinion. I'm not necessarily talking about like exactly how good the champion is. I do think he's he definitely competes with like the best of the year. But in terms of fun, oh yeah, he kills it. Ryan's amazement in him forgetting something shows that he forgets everything. Well, it's different. There are things that I do forget everything. But there are some things where it's like, dude, Punch-Out is something Soda Popinski from Punch-Out. That is something that I mean, come on. I played that game a lot when I was a kid. It was freaking impossible. I never beat it as a kid, and I don't think I ever went back to beat it as an adult either. What's up, Cap? Captain B. What's up, dude? You're a mole turd? Star. How dare you say these things to me? Actually, I take it back. I'm not offended. I'm okay with it. I can't say why, but I'm okay with it. You don't like Mole Man? No, I don't like Mole Man. Unfortunately, I do not. I wish I did. I was psyched for Mole Man. I was really psyched for him, and just kind of a mole turd. Wait, didn't I just say I wasn't offended by that name? Okay, we're gonna have to come up with a new nickname for Mole Man. But Mole Turd sounds so good. Mole Man looks just okay from your CCP. I have 2 Skill Awakening gems, and I don't think I'll give one to him. Yeah, I don't recommend it. I do not recommend it. BG, hypothetical, Dolph Lundgren as Omega Red in the next X-Men movie. You going or nah? Of course I'm going. A movie starring Dolph Lundgren? Yeah. Of course I'm gonna be there. Rocky 4 was my favorite of the Rockies. And I mean, he's just a legend. But you remember Joe Namath and not Punch-Out. See, that's the problem, is Joe Namath comes to mind. You can't choose what you remember. I wish I could, though. 2.3 mils for the 3-star thing safe. Beyond safe. Yeah, it's even if the champion was brand new, first time coming out, like 1.6 is safe. You know? 2.3 for a rerun champion, that is way past safe. Tweeter for hoodie? Okay. Let's check it out. I'm the biggest Rocky fan you will ever meet. Interesting. Hang on. Twitter. Meet. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's the hoodie. It's a holy panda sitting in a holy panda key switch. Pete. Looks good on you, man. I see you're wearing your signature Pete jacket as well. But that's cool, man. That's very fitting for you, I'd say. If I didn't read the message correct, the upcoming Alliance War will be nullified. Yeah, the war doesn't count. I don't even know much about the war situation, but I know the war doesn't count. 2.3 million safe for Stark Spidey. Beyond safe. Especially since he's not even in the arena. BG, I have 6 Mystic Tier 4 class Catalyst. Should I upgrade one of my 4-star Mystics, Longshot, Clairvoyant, Mojo, or Ghost Rider, or to 550, Or should I wait for a 5-star Mystic? I'm going for uncollected and only have 2 550s. It would probably be a good idea to rank up a 4-star. I'm trying to think of which one would be best for you to rank. Like, I don't know if any of those champions would be amazing for the collector. But they could help you get to the collector, you know? That's kind of where my head's at thinking about it. And I really don't know which one is going to be best for that. That's a doozy, man. I mean, 3 of those champions can heal? Is that right? I'd probably go with one of the champions that can heal, which would take out Longshot. I don't know. I honestly don't know who I would go, but I think it is worth ranking one of the champs. Maybe whichever one you're most comfortable with, since a couple of them have maybe not super unique play styles, but they certainly vary. But they're all good. Last Sarni, what's up, dude? ABG, tonight the 7-year-old and I have been asked to leave the Great Wall Chinese buffet in town over my political views, and also because the boy took the soft serve ice cream machine into the bathroom. What? How is that possible? Well, hey man, you win some, you lose some. You'll have to go to the other Great Wall. Oh man. Alright, heading home, be back in a bit. Alright, Pete. Lil BG, what's shaking bacon? What's up, dude? Claire's better rank up for the newer player. Claire is the best rank up for most players. I'll have to take your word for it, because I still really haven't played her too much. So, could be a good move. She doesn't need to be awakened, right? Doesn't need like Sig Stones or anything. Like, that's the one thing about Mojo that prevents me from recommending him. Well, there's kind of 2 things. One is that he needs high Sig level, and yeah, high Sig level is not always easy to come by. And 2, he's not hard to play, but he does have a little bit of a, play style to him that not everyone's gonna enjoy. Stupid. Don't you guys just hate when Punisher goes invulnerable like this, man? Get out of my way. I'm trying to get some tier 1 alphas here. Should I use my skill and tech awakening gem on Blade and Star-Lord, or hold out for Aegon and Ghost? I would not give it to Star-Lord. Blade's fine to give it to. You don't have to hold out. I mean, you can if you want. I don't know how important these awakenings are for you. Like, the thing about the awakening gems, same advice I give to a lot of people. You gotta think about, like, not just if the champion is good enough to be awakened, but what is going to change in the game for you if you awaken these champions. Are you suddenly going to be able to get through some content that you were not otherwise able to get through? Or is it going to reduce the cost of getting through that content? Like, maybe, I don't know where you're at in the game, but if you're like, maybe you're like whatever difficulty of the monthly event quest you're up to, maybe you just got to that difficulty and you know, cost you some units to get through, and if using that awakening gem could save you the units type of thing, like, that would be worth it. But Star-Lord, I don't think Star-Lord's worth the Awakening Gem anymore. For most people, at least. There's always times where it's worth it. But I would say for most people, not worth it. She does so much, she is not easy to be awakened, but I've personally experienced fights and paths in which it was quite impactful. Oh, really? As opposed to Emma's, which just confuses everyone. Literally. I'm gonna enjoy taking my Emma to rank 2, I think. I really like her, I never have a need to play her. Partially because she's not as high level. And then also because, well, I already use a very dominant mutant champion for pretty much all of my mutant champion needs. There's going up to rank 5, next level up. Even at rank 1, she's been so much fun just testing around. Awesome. Yeah, I would not mind pulling her at all. I'd be pretty psyched to pull her. Speaking of, how much further do we have to go for Silver Surfer? What's the date on that again? It's the 24th, I think. Oh, God. It's taking forever, guys. Can't wait any longer, man. But I'm going to. BG, do you think Venom is worth rank 5? Absolutely. I've had Venom at rank 5 for a long time now, and I've used him a lot. He is easily in my top... top 5 champions, I want to say? Maybe not, I think he's in my top 5, but easily in like my top 10. For champions that I use. I'm not saying like, you know, in the top 10 of the game or something like that, but I use him a lot. Or I especially used to use him a lot when I was in an Alliance, in Alliance Quest. These days, I don't use him as much anymore. Notice you had a hard time playing with Mole Man, aka Danny DeVito. Yeah, the champion just kind of sucks. It's pretty garbage. It's unfortunate. I wish he was better. BG Molecule Man. Jesus, I'm not even saying this word right. The Molecule Man would have been a better Fantastic Four villain to place in the game than Mole Turd. Being the idiot I was, bought the bundle and got the 5-star. I want my money back. Rip, man. I mean, I think Mole Man's super cool. I don't know much about him as far as like the comics go, but I actually think like in game I love his just his what do you call it, man? Avatar, I guess. I don't know, man. The character model. There we go. Those are the words I'm looking for. I love his character model. I think it's really cool that he's like this little tiny turd and he's riding this monster. Like, that's awesome. It's just they made him poop. But even like the motion comic I enjoyed for him. Felt like I mean, I guess it's kind of a, you know, one of those cliche things at this point where someone's getting bullied and they turned out evil, but I don't know, just the way it all happens and goes down for him seems pretty cool. Always wanted 565 my Emma, but she's never quite made it to the top of the list. She looks like a monster for 6.4 though. It's time. She's one of my favorite champs. Yeah, that's exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. I always wanted to have her ranked up, but she just never made it to the top of the list. He's not that bad. My rank 1 4-star awakened mole dude beat your wife's hype in 208 hits. Holy crap. That's a lot of hits. I'm really just hopeful that he gets buffed in some way. Like, we know they're doing balance updates. I mean, is he hard to fight against? Because it seems like he's supposed to be a defender. That's what he seems like his purpose is, and that's why using him feels kind of crappy, but... man. It's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. Like, here's something that is really tough for me to kind of wrap my head around at times. I know not every champion is supposed to be good. I know not every champion is supposed to be like the next big thing in the contest and stuff, right? But it's like almost just hard to believe that some of these champions come out and they're this bad. Like, I don't know. What's funny is if Mole Man came out like if he came out years ago, the dude came out in 2016, people would be like, you know what? Mole Man's kind of cool. But, dude, it's 2020. Champions have gotten to the point where, like, nah, man, it's unacceptable. This is garbage. You got Emma as my 3rd or 4th 6-star. She's still rank 1, but really considering taking her rank 2. It's really fun to play. Yeah, man. Sounds like we're in the same boat. I got my Emma pretty early on, too. I don't remember which number she was, but yeah. Will BG play Sunday arenas? Sometimes. There's no units in them. The rewards seem pretty good, but if there's no units, then it's one of those things where if I had unlimited time, I'd be all over it. But without unlimited time, the majority of my arena time is still gonna go to collecting units, basically. Head us tomorrow? Damn, what time? I'll be driving out of town. Cloud of Contempt. It's probably gonna be around noon Pacific. That's kind of my when I plan on getting started, at least. But we'll see. Could change. The daytime streams are always a little bit unpredictable. Like I said, Mole Man with skill Corvus. Well, hey man. Some people will undoubtedly like Mole Man, and that's cool. I just ain't one of them. I just think it's dumb. The best champs are meh, like Nick Fury and Ghost. Like, any Avenger could easily wreck them in the comics. Yeah. I see what you mean. Now that I'm an avid comic book reader. No, I still haven't read too many comics, but it's one of those things that's never really bothered me just because I don't know the power levels of all these guys, and yeah, it's never really bothered me. But if I was a big comic reader, I'm sure that would bother me. Especially guys like Magneto. They're just But what was I gonna say too? Crap, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, the other thing is, like, going back to having it be something that's kind of hard to wrap my head around at times. We don't know what the intended goal of these champions are. That's kind of what I wanted to say about it too. Is we don't know what Kabam's intentions are. So let's just take a totally arbitrary scale. Let's say a champion, give them a 1 to 10 on overall usefulness in the game. Maybe they wanted to make Mole Man a 5. Maybe they wanted to make Mole Man a 5, and maybe they nailed it. But we don't know what Kabam wanted to make Moman. Maybe they wanted to make the dude an 8. And if so, well then, he needs to be buffed. Oh, jeez. Wow, it's like it didn't get me. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there, Roboto? Is that another tantrum, Roboto? No, Pixie Bell. I just ended it. It's over. Dormom? Oh, I think I see. Dormom who? Is it Dormammu? Oh, wait. It's just, I've come to bargain. That's the... Oh, man. Did I ruin it? There we go. Dormammu. Exactly, Hunter. Alright. Come on, MODOK. Thank you. Do you think this game would have been more free-to-play friendly if all money offers were just unit offers? I'm also feeling the drift in being left out from the high prestige 6-star rank 3s. Yeah, it absolutely would be more free-to-play friendly. I don't think all offers should be unit offers though. But more of them, I think, should be. 6-stone offers, in my opinion, should be available for units. But yeah, I think it's you know, I think some offers should remain money only, and that's fine. It's like I guess the best way to think about it, or the best way that I think about it is like when you actually use money, you get a better value out of it. Which is, I mean, that's like, if we look at all the offers, when you're spending money, you do get way more out of it. Like, you could spend $20 and get, you know, 3,000 units worth of mastery cores or something, or, you know, the deals that come out on Black Friday and stuff like that, and like those are great for the most part. Still don't like that they sold tier 5 class catalyst before you can get one, but other than that, they're normally great. Okay, I've been up since 7 a.m. Need to sleep. Alright, Star. Have a good night. Oh, I totally forgot to ask you how things are going, but we'll talk some other time. But I hope everything's going well still. BG just awakened my 4-star Scarlet Witch. It made me more undecided. Oof. Yeah, that's a tough one. A lot of people love Scarlet Witch. For good reason. She's pretty strong. So I think I got a good chuckle out of it. BG, with all this coronavirus news, the guy who created hand sanitizer must be rubbing his hands together now. Yeah, probably, man. Actually, no, it's probably not the guy who invented it. It's probably like the larger corporations, the like the Johnson & Johnsons of the world. BG, you don't want to spam, sorry, but should I rank 4 my 5-star Omega, which I have the resources for, or save more tier 4 class catalysts for Medusa, both unawakened? Wait, I'm confused. Are you? Oh wait, okay. Never mind. I think I understand what you're saying. Okay. Is your Omega Red awakened? He doesn't totally need to be awakened, but man, it's a big difference between Omega Red being awakened and not awakened. If your Omega Red is awakened, and decent Sig level at least, then I would just go with Omega. It's also, you know, Omega Red is also better with the Suicide Masteries, so I guess that's another factor of it too. I wasn't originally going to include it because, I don't know, it's just so useful that even without Suicides, might still be the way to go. But if you don't run Suicides, then hard to say. I think you really want to get both of those champs ranked up, but I mean no. I think I would just go with Omega Red. Like you know, you have the resources for him. You don't have the resources for Cosmic Champion at the moment, so. Oh, he's not at the moment, he said, though? That's not awakened? Well, then I would not go with him. And I would wait. Speaking of sleep, BG, my leg goes to sleep as soon as my girlfriend's dog starts humping it. I'm afraid they're married. Well, you know, in some states that's allowed. So. I'm really happy that Lola doesn't do that. I had a dog. One of my dogs growing up was one of those non-stop hump all day dogs. And it was not fun. It's not fun at all. What do you consider decent Sig level for Omega Red? I've been having debates with my brother. Would love to quote your thoughts. I mean, there's no exact number, but you know, like Sig, anywhere like maybe like Sig 60 to Sig 80 is decent enough. Of course, the further you get in this game, the more kind of competitive your spots become. With like the champions that you're bringing to Alliance War and Alliance Quest and everywhere else in this game. And yeah, then you're going to need higher Sig level to really feel that power. But I'd say even like a 5-star at around that Sig level, Sig 60, Sig 80, or a 4-star at half of that. Do want to thank you as well. I got Omega Red a few weeks ago and sat on him. Really started to watch your videos with him. Now he's Sig 180. Used the Mutant Gem and he's 565. Love him. No suicides. Nice, man. Yeah, dude, he's so very strong. He's so useful. There's just so many situations to make use of that guy in. Oh my god. That evade just got me almost killed. The fact that he can heal in so many situations too, like, oh. So strong. BG, don't you miss the stress, adrenaline, drama of Alliance War? Stress, adrenaline, and drama of Alliance War. I haven't had that since like season, I don't know. The last like 4 or 5 seasons that I played didn't really have any of that though. There was nothing to stress. There was no, it was, oh man, the fights I were doing were kind of a joke. They weren't stressful. There was no adrenaline. And the cheating mostly died down, so there was no drama either. But, yeah, I don't miss it. I do miss the rewards, kind of. Only because I was cheaping out so much on the boosts, but I guess I was still using potions, so I guess I don't really miss the rewards. I more so miss the glory from Alliance Quest. That's really the only thing I miss, I guess. You just want to say that the fact that you're free to play makes your channel so much more special. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. How high of a skill level does Cap Marvel movie need to be? That one I don't know much about. Cap Marvel I have very, very little experience with. Very, very little experience with. BG, you ready for a Grandmaster? Kind of. I'm really excited for what happens after Act 6 story-wise. It's the first time in my entire time playing this game that I can remember, at least, that I gave a damn about the story, because I'm just curious what happens next. You know, like when we beat the Collector, I wasn't really expecting like the Grandmaster to take over. And this time I'm expecting, okay, we're going to beat the Grandmaster and someone else is taking over. And I don't know who it's going to be. I suspect Karina, but you don't really know until you know. And what that actually means, well, nobody knows except for Kabam. So, I'm excited for that. But then again, I'm sure it'll just get data mined and spoiled before the fight's even out, and I'm expecting that too. Mrs. took in a rescue dog, a male blue pit bull. He was kept outside, filthy, coated in fleas, and severely malnourished when I got him. He weighed 65 pounds. After 1 week, he was up to 79 pounds, 85 now. Dicer. Nice, dude. It's always good, man. How about a dog in need? BG got 5-star Corvus and Hyperion in the past 3 days. Super pumped. Nice, dude. Some of the best right there. Hype and Corvus. How does Kabam calculate who gets top prize in the arena? Well, the ranked rewards are, it's just literally the people who scored the highest. Like the top, in the 5-star arena, the top 150 scores. They get those top 150 spots. And then, yeah, the other rewards, it's just percentage based, just like it says. So, if there's 10,000 people in the arena, and you want the top, you know, what are how do they break it down? As a top, it's, no, I guess 1 to 10%, right? Well, then you got to be in the top 10%. I think if you're asking, the only thing that I'm not sure of is like if the 150, if they're counted at all in that top 10%, like if they take up some of the spots, like if it's the top 10% and it's 10,000, right? So 1,000 people would get the rewards. Is it 1,000 people, or is it, you know, 850? I mean, it'd be slightly less than 1,000, but anyway. Or whatever. You know, I'm butchering some of the numbers here, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I don't know what's the case with that. Oh God, this thing. All right, good. BG, I do my 5-star Gwenpool yesterday. Should I rank her up? Haven't started Act 6 yet. I don't know. She feels less useful by the day, almost. But she's still not a bad champion. Some people have taken her to rank 5, even after Act 6 was released, and enjoyed her as a rank 5. I don't think I would really rank her up, though. Honestly, I think I would just... she'd be an arena champion for me, kind of thing. They definitely take spots. Been evidenced in beginner's bracket with people who score just below cutoff and get like top 20%. Ah, okay. Interesting. But between him and my female Nina, the humping is real. She's just as bad, if not worse, than him. It's pretty funny. BG, when will they take back Mole Man? I think Monday, maybe? I'll have him for the Sunday testing stream. So yeah, we'll do some testing on Sunday. You think Kabam will start releasing their own info early to stop data mine people? I think they have been doing that for a while now, but you know, there's certain things that they don't want to do that with. They didn't want to do that with the Abyss, clearly. But I'm betting that's probably the last time they're gonna do something like that. Like I imagine the next time, if there's a follow-up to the Abyss, they're either going to do a better job of not putting that stuff in the game files early, or maybe they'll just, you know, put the info out themselves or something like that, because that info was out there way in advance. Story content, I imagine they don't want to do it with either. I imagine they want it to be something that people can play the game to kind of see, or if you're not that far in the game yet, then you can turn to, like, you know, someone making content about it. But I imagine it's going to be a pretty big change to the game, and something that'll be exciting for people to go through, rather than just, oh, I already learned about that 2 months in advance, and I don't care, I have no interest, or, you know, it kind of kills the excitement. For me, at least. I can't speak for everybody. Obviously, there's a lot of people out there who love getting that info as early as possible, but I mean, come on. It's story content. It's not even gameplay related stuff. But alright. Tom, sending over to... Where's your last one? BJ Dupe, my 5... Oh, wait. Oh, instead of... Okay, I see. You meant Spider-Gwen instead of Gwenpool. Got it. You know, I haven't really found much use of Spider-Gwen, personally. And I was already kind of... saying you probably I was saying I wouldn't personally rank up Gwenpool at this stage of the game, and I would say I would still use Gwenpool more than I would use Spider-Gwen. So yeah, and I have used my Gwenpool at rank 4 more than my Spider-Gwen at rank 4. So yeah, from my experience, Spider-Gwen, she's not a bad champion. It's just she just falls a little bit short in comparison to most champions in most situations. Not all situations. You know, she's great for, like, the collector fight and stuff, but and maybe some others that'll be important. I wonder if she'll be good for the Grandmaster. So I would say right now, probably not, but hey, be ready if the Grandmaster, if she's gonna be good for the Grandmaster. Super Dirty Pickle sent over a buck saying, did anyone else spend all of their love shards on the lesser crystals for the exclusive 2-stars? Finally got my 2-star Domino, among others. Dude, I am so glad you mentioned that. I haven't spent my shards yet. They're probably going to expire pretty soon, right? I totally forgot. Okay. I totally forgot about this. Super Dirty Pickle, you're a lifesaver, man. mean, I feel like I have to go for these. But would they just give these champions out at another time anyway? They do that with the 2-stars sometimes. You can trade these things in for potions too, I think, right? How good are those potions? They get converted, right? After they expire or something. What are the... Let me see. Is it in the store? Or where do you trade them in? Expire on the 11th and are converted into level 4. I've got 15 of them at the moment. Wait, the lesser love juice, these get converted into, these don't get converted into the level 4s, do they? It's these potions that get converted? Do I have some of those in the overflow? Oh, I do have one in the overflow. Huh. Okay, lesser L3, okay. You can no longer trade for potions that ended a couple days ago. Oh, okay. Well, oh well. I don't know if I was going to do it anyway. But, alright, I guess the decision is made. You're all stocked up basically too. Dude, you aren't going to use potions. I mean, if I do a Legends run, I'll use, you know, I could use all the potions I can get. Would save some time. But, okay, I mean, so these are the only two things I could spend the shards on, right? I don't know why I'm bothering scrolling down, but anyway. And what are the drop rates for the 5-star? %. And yeah, I can get 12. Not worth. I think we're going all in on these guys right here. 70% chance. I like them odds. I'm just gonna stockpile them, guys. I'm not opening anything right now. Settle down, okay? I didn't mean to excite you by looking at my crystals. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to buy. Big Red, send over to the 5-cent exclusive 2s. What more needs to be said? Good call. Big Red, couldn't have said it better myself. We're going all in on these guys. Exclusive 2-stars. Why you do this to us, BG? I can't help it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a crystal hoarder. You should know this by now. Okay. Oh, you know, I do like the way this crystal looks, though. Should I buy... Maybe I should buy one of these. Does it look like that? In the, probably doesn't look like that. Probably just looks like a regular crystal, huh? I'm buying one. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. I can only buy one crystal at a time? Son of a... You're the worst. I'm sorry, man. Might expire like the others you tried to hoard. The crystals? If you have them converted to crystals, they don't expire. Well, if you're talking about the one time where Kabam opened my crystals from 2015, that hurt. Bastards. Did I ever tell you guys what I had planned for that? I don't know. I don't know if I ever told you guys what I had planned. But I kept saying, like, you know, I wouldn't let Kabam take the crystals and stuff like that. My buddy has a samurai sword. And I happened to be moving out of my other apartment at that time. And I was trying to set up a scene where, like, I was just a total psycho. Or, like, you know, he also has these like, huge lights. And I was just going to put a chair in the center of, like, my totally empty apartment. And put the spotlights on it. And just try to look as crazy as possible with this samurai sword. And that was also when Kabam had, like, the chair in like the story of the game. Like, the chair was talking and you could buy a profile picture of the chair and stuff. So I was basically going to annihilate the chair. I don't know, man. It was actually, I don't know if I was gonna cut up the chair because, well, I can't afford to just buy a chair for that, but yeah, that was kind of the gist of it. I'm still sad that I couldn't do it. And then they ended up just getting popped open. I should have just made a video popping them open. But, oh well. This is the one time where I don't want to hear a tangent. I want to see those new 2 stars. Sorry, man. I'm a hoarder by nature. I'll pop them open in a, eventually, in a big crystal cleanup video, but right now I need more. I need more crystals. What were the crystals? They were like holiday crystals and, I don't know, maybe some other random junk. It wasn't anything good. How do you feel about the robot doing arenas? Botting? It's not good. And it should be banned. And Kabam is banning people for doing it. Let's hope they continue to ban people for doing it. Punmaster 2, actually, donated 2. Punmaster 2, good to meet you. I hope you don't have a pun today. Your message is, Beaver, how are you today? Great. It's assuming that I'm gonna say good. What if I said bad? So let me read it out like that. Beaver, how are you today? Not so good, man. Great. First of all, happy birthday. I can't believe it's another year for you. Enjoy your special day. Also, what do you call laughing motorcycle? A Yamaha ha ha ha. Oh. Punmaster 2, that was terrible. And last, I'm sorry, he. Okay, what is last? The only way Beaver opens crystals when Kabam makes a cleanup by force. Basically, and even that I didn't pop the crystals. So. Big Red, send over another 10 saying, I'm a fiend for those dang crystals. Just don't have us waiting too long, Banana Man. Big Red, you just gotta do what I do and just forget their existence. And if you forget that they're there, you know, it's like they're not there. I don't know where I was going with that. I actually had no idea where I was going with that. But if you forget that they're there, then you can't really miss them. You know, it's... I still don't know where I'm going with it. But I do really just forget that I have all these crystals. It's nice. Just knowing that I have a bunch of rewards ready and waiting whenever. No, I'll actually, maybe I'll pop those not too far in the future. Just to see what 2-stars I have. I like expanding the 2-star roster, so maybe I'll do a small video for those, just a real quick. But I'll put in a video so that it's not lost in a stream forever. And if somebody wants to know, hey, what the hell? Where'd you get that 2-star from? This isn't legit. You bought this 2-star rabble. Well, then I could be like, no, dude, check it out, man. Here's the proof. I used to get those comments all the time. Sometimes I still get them, but it's way less than I used to. It was seriously like, oh my goodness, man. I don't know what percentage of my comments, but relatively high. For, you know, by relatively high, I mean like, I don't know, 5%. Maybe that's even too high, but still, think about it. For every 100 comments, 5 of them are, you're lying, you bought these champions, you this, you that. I think live streaming eventually helped that, but even live streaming, what happens is like, you know, I would record a video and I wouldn't upload it for like 2 or 3 days, and then I would have all these units because 2 or 3 days went by and I'm grinding in the arena, and people like wouldn't watch the, you know, they'd be watching things out of order and be like, oh, you bought those units. Since you have an issue with a lot of us not wanting certain things in game, champ restrictions in Act 6, before the content even comes out, now that it is out, and a lot of us still hate it, ... Wait, hold on. Since you have an issue with a lot of us not wanting certain things in game, champ restrictions in Act 6, before the content even comes out, now that it is out, still a lot of us hate it. Continued. Would you be okay with them removing those restrictions after you're done with your item list thing? I think it's... what was I going to say? I was kind of always okay with them doing something like that. Here's what I really want. This is something that I recommended a long time ago. I think it's... There's a lot of games that do things like this where they release content and they know that 6 months from the content being released, they're going to, you know, change it a little bit, or maybe not even that long, but like basically like it's the hardest when it first comes out, and then they might remove some type of restriction or even give you some sort of boost to get through it. And I mean, that kind of already naturally exists in this game, because the more champions come out, the champions are stronger, you get more rank up resources and stuff like that. So maybe that's why they don't do it in this game, because it's already just a natural thing. But I think it's fine that games do that. Give players like a real challenge. It would you know, it would vary. You can't just say it across the board for every situation, like, oh yeah, put a restriction here and then just totally remove it. But I do think for some situations it works. There's also the idea of, like, if they do things like that, then would anybody go through the content first? And some people would, but there'd be a lot more people that would just be like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait 6 months and do it then. So, I don't know. There's some pros and cons to it. I'm guessing you're talking about what I said yesterday when someone asked if I thought people were too someone asked, I can't remember the exact question, but it was something like, do I think people are too negative about content or changes to this game before things even come out? Or no, just too negative overall. And then I said, like, yeah, without, especially before things even come out. But I also said that, hey, sometimes it's justified. So if you don't like something, yeah, speak up. But I don't know. I still really like the gates. To me, they're fun. Did my first Path of Abyss, lucked out and got skill tier 5 class Kalos and Awakening Gem. Should I rank 3 and awaken Aegon or Nick Fury? Hold on. Andrew, there's no way I could make that call for you, man. I mean, I can give you some pros and cons about those things, but at this point, you've played the game long enough, you're through the Abyss. You got to go with the champion that you like, you know? Aegon would probably save you more resources if you took him to rank 3 for, like, clearing out the rest of the Abyss. But I imagine Nick Fury in most other situations would be the champion that I would personally want. I think I would go with Nick Fury, but yeah, like I said, you got to go with your choice on that one. But congrats on the Abyss clear, man. And I would say, ooh, oh sweet, completed that. I would say that's a you were rewarded handsomely for it. Got some good choices. BG, how many units you get from the arena every week? It varies. I would say, including battle chips, right now is maybe about maybe just under 1,000. A real robot doing arena? Yeah, I don't care if it's physical or software, it doesn't matter. If it's automated, it shouldn't be allowed. They should ban it. There's nothing else to really say about it. It shouldn't be okay just because you constructed something physical in the world. Brandon, I have 12k 5-star shards. Convince me to hoard them. Oh, Pete. Oh, you only have 12k? Wait. You don't have Silver Surfer, do you? He's coming soon. It's prestige. There's a pop open 4-star Night Monkey and Vision Arc is good. Those champions are decent. Some people really like the Spidey. I'm not a huge fan of him myself, but some people do like him. Same thing for Arcus, I would say. $97 2-stars? Damn, dude. That's pretty good. You could almost knock out all of the 2-star arena milestones in one sitting. In one round. I don't want that butt. I'm just hoarding for the fun of it. Okay. Alright. Is it better popping or spinning? Yeah, it's the same. I enjoy spinning, and I think a lot of people enjoy spinning for like the more impactful crystals. But everyone's different. I don't know, some people really hate the troll overs and they never spin anything and they strictly pop. But it doesn't matter. You get the same, you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It doesn't influence it. 2-star roster, don't you need to expand your 5-star roster for itemless? Why choose the crystals that have no chance to do so? I'm so confused. I feel like you've cheated on the very concept. There was only a 5% chance to get a 5-star and a significantly lower chance to get a useful 5-star out of it. So out of 12 crystals that I could have gotten, I probably would not have gotten a single 5-star. So, yeah, kind of worthless to pop open that crystal. I mean, shouldn't say worthless. There is always a chance, but yeah. I'll take the 2 stars. I reckon I could smash you in a duel. Count as Tiny Terminator. Good luck. If you're asking me to duel you, well, sorry, I ain't gonna do that. But you're welcome to duel my account if you want. Sorry, Sir Pickles. Pete. Oh, damn. Pete, you have 112 2-stars? What? Dude, alright. Now I have to count my 2-stars, because I'm not sure where I'm at. I thought Super Dirty Pickle had more than me. But with Pete having that many, I wonder how many I have. Alright, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 100. Whoa. 105, 106. Damn. I didn't realize I had that many. I'm still missing so many, though. Holy crap. I think it's 30... I think it usually takes 38 rounds. So 114 is like the magic 2-star number. Is it 38 or 37? Now I don't remember. It's been a while since I got all the milestones in the 2-star arena. But, yeah, it'd be nice just to be able to go through in a single sitting, I guess. Then again, I guess you do score more points if you just use, like, your top 10 or something like that. Anyway. Top 10 teams, that is. Did you read my message, or did you read the message about dungeons? It's now going to be called incursions. Yeah, that's really interesting. Incursions. And apparently Ultron is going to be the big baddie or something. Dude, I need to Google the word incursions. See if we can get some clues out of this. Incursion definition. Because, like, I have a general understanding of what incursion means, but... Oh, hold on.
Incursion.
An invasion or attack, especially a sudden or brief one. Okay. A sudden or brief one. Do you guys think the incursions will be faster than dungeons? BG, don't lie to us. You knew nothing about that word. I mean... if you asked me to define it, if it was one of the words that Star gave me, I would have been like, yeah, it's... I think I would have said invasion. Now we'll never know, I guess, but... I wonder if it'll be faster than dungeons. I hope it'll be faster than dungeons, actually. Let me say that. We don't know. Where is the post, anyway? Hold on. Because I don't think I didn't read it too closely. I kind of just skimmed. It's, okay. Incursions, interesting. Here we go. Summoners, we wish to inform you that the dungeons will not be reopened in March. They return in April, but reborn in Ultron's domain. Prepare yourself for the newest evolution of the cooperative game mode, Incursions. I guess I shouldn't have stopped reading there. So don't panic when your dungeon potions and revives change to incursion potions and revives. I didn't... Yeah, I guess I did stop reading there the first time through because I didn't see that. Don't panic when your dungeon potions and revives change to incursion potions and revives. Okay, I'm ready. That's strike one. That's strike one for the dungeons right there. I wish they just removed those. But okay, anyway, incursions give a whole new identity to the co-op mode, and we can't wait to see you try them. Can't wait for you to try them. Lots more information will be coming to you before the launch of incursions in late April. Okay, so it's not even early April, late April. Got it. Don't worry, the timer for all dungeon crystals will be extended to make up for the missing month. And wanted to let you know that any dungeon artifacts you have will still be useful in incursions once they arrive. Okay. I wish they just got rid of the potions and revives. I hate that those exist for that mode. I wish it was just contained within that mode. But it's not. Hi, it'll be fun to see Mole Man versus the Champion. Yeah, Mole Man versus the Champion. I don't expect him to be good for that matchup. There's nothing I could see that he'd be good for it, at least. But maybe there's something I don't know. But yeah, Mole Man is kind of a mole dud. Makes me think the new dungeons will have ambushes? Maybe. It makes me think that they're not infinite anymore. If you're invading something, wait, hold on. What was that post again? Damn it, I shouldn't have closed it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. They will return in April, but reborn in Ultron's domain. Unless Ultron's domain is something that I'm just unfamiliar with in the comics or something. It sounds like you're invading like Ultron's home or something like that, which would not be infinite, right? It would be, I don't know, finite, I guess. I don't know what to say. It makes it sound short. I mean, maybe it's still infinite. Who knows? Two-star MCOC League, it's on like Donkey Kong. Oh, man. Boom, just finished Labyrinth 100%. Nice, congrats. So glad that monster of a piece of content is finally done. When it came out, would not have thought could have ever gotten it as simple to finish having Aegon as it is. Dude, yeah, Aegon really helps out for that. That's kind of what I was talking about, where the content kind of makes itself more accessible over time. Just the same way that 6.2 or any of Act 6 will over time too. But yeah. It said it's Ultron's domain, so maybe it'll have drone ambushes. That could be. That could be. He can remove the opponent buff instantly like Mojo saw in Uncollected. Mole Man? Trying to think of his abilities. Does he have something against Unstoppable? I don't remember that in his abilities, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think he'll be good for that fight, personally. But we'll see. Could be wrong. Drones? You mean Arcus food? Super Dirty Pickle. There it is, man. there's your incentive to rank 3 Arcus. BG, how do you feel about the changes rewards for Act 6? I know you're really excited for them, but now they're different. They're better, so yeah, I mean, basically the same rewards except just amped up a little bit. So yeah, I'm still excited for them. Still doesn't really change anything. Still, pretty much everything I said in the video applies to the new rewards. And I was gonna make a follow-up, but honestly, there just wasn't enough to follow up about. They just got buffed a bit. I still feel the exact same way. I'm still excited to get the rewards. And at the same time, I feel like it's not going to do anything in the way of catching players up prestige-wise or even power-wise when champions need higher SIG levels. Unless you are also picking up the SIG Stone offers or just buying a crazy amount of Cavalier Crystals. So, it still feels like 2 different games, like I said in the video, but hey, the rewards are good, and I'm excited to go through the content. Got a good 5-star roster and want to start hitting Arena. Got a good amount of 6s too. Should all my 5s be a minimum of 345 for best points? I want to start going for 5-star featured. I mean, yeah, your champions, you just want them as high rank as possible. You're always going to be limited on Catalyst, though. So, yeah, try to rank them up higher. If you can get all your 5 stars to rank 3, that'd be great. But, let me tell you, it's not easy. It's a lot of Catalyst to do that. I would say focus on getting them all to rank 2 at least. And then over time you can slowly start converting them to rank 3. But once they're rank 2, then you can you can safely use them in the arena, you know? Maybe Incursion is going to have the same difficulty system as Dungeons, but is 5 rooms, and at the end is a big bad Ultron as the final boss. Maybe. It's possible. I do still feel like there's going to be rooms to it where not everything is in the... Well... I mean, I guess there's no real way to know. Here's what was kind of interesting. One of the devs on Twitter said that this was kind of more of what they had in mind from the start. Like the new dungeons was kind of what they wanted to do from the start, but they, you know, I guess it was no easy task to like just design this whole new game mode and like put it into the game and stuff like that, right? So we got the version of Dungeons that we know, the only version that we know, really. So you know, I would think that there'd at least be some similarities there, like changing rooms and stuff like that, but maybe that was only in place because that's just what they could do, and maybe now it's not going to be. Because again, they're not calling them Infinity Incursions, right? Where it was like Infinity Dungeons. So maybe it really is just like one map, like a quest. Maybe just like a 2-man alliance quest type of thing. Like, who knows? It'll be interesting. Excited to see it. PGA, feel about Act 6.4? You going itemless? I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna go for a Legends run, but I could do itemless. We'll see. Not too sure yet. PG, I'm about to gain the next tier 4 basic I need to rank 5. My second 4-star. Medusa was 1. Do I go with Iceman, Wasp, Starkey, Rolk, or Age of Ultron Vision? Current team is rank 3 Gwenpool, Medusa, Wasp, Iceman, Starkey. It's a tough one, man. I'd probably go with Stark Spidey. Actually, I don't know exactly where you're at in the game, but I'm thinking that you are not yet uncollected. Is that correct? And if that is correct, then Stark Spidey is good against the Collector. And that's kind of my reasoning for saying Stark Spidey. But, you know, you could go Iceman to have the immunities. I don't really recommend Wasp unless you just really like Wasp, because she is a glass cannon. And is a fine like, she's a good champion, worth ranking and stuff like that eventually, but early on you're probably better off with other champions. Red Hulk's fine as well. I think Red Hulk has the advantage of being easy to play. If you're just looking for someone easy to... Oh, God, I forgot. Stupid Mr. Sinister. If you're just looking for someone, you know, like easy to play, then Red Hulk would be great. What's the other option? Age of Ultron, Vision, He's fine too, actually, but I don't know. Probably recommend one of the other ones. Still stuck in 5.1.3. Have been for a while. I keep slipping up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Like I said, you could go Stark Spidey to help with kind of getting prepped for the collector, or if you just wanted someone like really easy to play, then like Red Hulk would be good. Or if you find yourself needing more immunities, Iceman. Like I'd probably go with one of those three, based on a lot of personal preference and stuff. Do you really think Kabam needed the time from dungeon introductions till now to make them as they wanted? They just don't care. Come on. Sometimes defending Kabam is a joke. Sorry to say so. Wow. I don't even know how to respond to this comment. What? Oh man. German Herman, I don't even know who wronged you for you to feel this way or something. Like, but are you okay, man? Let me start with that, because I don't know how else to respond to this comment other than just asking if you're okay. Still stuck in... Oh wait, I just read that. Is 2.4 enough for Black Widow? That's my prediction, but I don't know if that's enough. That's like, I'm trying to guess like the lowest possible score. I'd recommend going higher if you want the champion. Absolutely recommend going higher. Do people do Labyrinth with rank 3 5 stars? Not anymore, really. Not advisable, at least. Honestly, I don't recommend doing Labyrinth with anything lower than like a rank 5 5 star. I mean, like, in the past, people used to do it with 4 stars, and technically it's still possible with 4 stars. But yeah, it's just, there's other content that's more rewarding, and then you can go back and do Labyrinth when you have higher champions. It'll be a much more enjoyable time, and yeah, your progression will just be better overall for it. BG, you think I can get the initial clear for Variant 3 with All Awakened 5-star, rank 4 Stark, 4 rank 5s? Hold on. I think the initial clear for Variant 3 with All Awakened 5-star, rank 4 Stark. I mean, that's all you need to say right there, actually, is 5-star rank, 455 Stark Spidey. You're good to go. You can do a Stunlock strategy if you put Miles Morales on the team to get the extended debuff duration, and then all the rest tech champions. God, I couldn't think of the name of the class. All tech champions, and then yeah, I mean you could use Warlock for like the final boss too, or Warlock for. Well, no, yeah, I mean, Warlock probably... I think, yeah, Warlock does work against the final boss, right? I think I remember Legacy did a video when Warlock was in the CCP and tested that. So, yeah, though. Short answer is yeah, you can do it. Yep. PG works for Kabam. This is common knowledge. He was actually the head of the Groot design team. Oh, God. I got fired immediately after that. BG, your Moman video was cool. A tiny man as big as your head. Yeah, dude. What sig is Omega Red? What sig for Omega Red is acceptable if you can't max it for a long time? Could get him to 105. That's fine. We were just talking about Omega Red earlier. I would say anywhere from like 60 to 80 is a good starting point. And then, yeah, just slowly building him up over time. That's totally fine. Fun fact, BG was used as a motion capture for Karnak. It's true. They even had me tested for my body fat percentage. And when they realized that it was only 1% body fat, they knew I was an ideal match for Karnak. Speaking of Groot, I got him twice in a row from basics with a Doom from a featured in between. Oh, that's rough, Sohib. That's very rough. PG's the model for Hyperion. Yeah, after the whole Karnak thing, I bulked up and decided to go Hyperion mode, you know. Team, what if we give what if we give him this badass ability? Brian, well, I don't want to make him too strong. Balance is my passion. I don't know why that was so funny. It was just the last part. Balance is my passion. Oh, man. I can't even explain why it's funny to me, but it is. But Dupe 6-star Corvus yesterday, dude. Congrats. What a pull. Got the six-star Corvus dupe. That's awesome. It's still worth it max 4 stars if you have no immediate 5-star rank ups. Yeah. It sort of depends on where you're at in the game. If you rarely find yourself using 4 stars these days, then I would try like stalling that rank up as much as possible and only do that, you know, only rank up with the 4 stars if you either just really need a certain 4-star or the resources are about to expire. But if you are still finding yourself using like a mix of 4 and 5 stars and stuff like that, then yeah, ranking up 4 stars is totally fine. They're still really useful. I think it was Miguel who sent me kind of a progress update going through Variant 1, and he said his 550 4-star thing did like half of the final boss's health in 1 revive. Like, 4 stars, they could still be really strong, you know? Do you ever want to spend money on the game? Sometimes. This might sound weird, but the only reason why I would want to spend money on the game is just to, like, not be known as the free-to-play guy, kind of. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. I think it's helped my channel grow to some extent. Well, then again, buying crystals would also help my channel grow, so I don't even know if you could say that, but yeah, I mean, there are some people that I'm sure are subscribed just because I don't spend money. But there are times where I feel like people use my name as like an argument almost. You know? If somebody feels a certain way about something. Like sometimes I'll be reading a post and it'll be like someone giving feedback on something and feeling like, you know, they're not happy with some piece of content. Like actually 6.2 is probably a good example. I'm going to beat 6.2. I'm going to do the whole damn thing itemless. Or I'm going to die trying. So yeah, I'm going to get through it all itemless. But people are going to use that as like an argument to stop somebody from, like, people already have. And that was never the goal, you know what I mean? But people do that with the whole spending thing all the time. If somebody is giving some feedback of like, you know, This should be more available in the game, like gold, maybe. Gold should be more available in the game or something like that. Which I'm not even saying is, you know, we're not even talking about right and wrong here, just someone's opinion. And I'll see, like, the next comment is, well, BG does it without spending money. And I'm just like, don't say that, man. like I said, it's a good thing and a bad thing. That comment, maybe somebody didn't know about my channel, and then they're like, who's BG? And then they'll be like, boom, here's a link. And then it's like, okay, cool. Maybe I just gained a subscriber. But I also feel like it's not very good for the discussion at times. Anyway. Otherwise, no. I don't want to spend money. I don't think there's anything wrong with spending money at all, but I'm a little weird when it comes to games, and it actually would take away my enjoyment of the game, so. But Cloud Contempt, sending over $1. Thanks, man. Saying itemless, better than crystal openings. Thanks, dude. I enjoy it a lot more too, so I'm with you. Share the same opinion. But thank you for the $1, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, BG starting up the KT beef. Oh god, why, Super Dirty Pickle? Time to update the spreadsheet. You just cannot leave it alone. What? Speaking of itemless, are we getting itemless streams today, BG? Around noon, Big Red. So these next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, itemless. Should be able to do it both days. And hopefully Quest 5 will be done. Hopefully we can knock out that Mordo for the last time. Hang on one sec. Ooh, units. Sweet. Had to send out a message real quick. BG, are you looking forward to Marvel Future Revolution? It's interesting. Graphically it looks cool. I don't know if I would play it. But it's interesting. I don't know. I don't really have any plans to play it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try it out. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at that point. I don't know. Okay, so actually I'll give a slightly more detailed answer than that. So it's a mobile. For those of you that don't know, it's kind of Marvel Future Fights follow-up, kind of in the same way that. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say in the same way that MCOC is having a follow-up, where it's not really the sequel, but it's kind of expanding the. It's like a different type of game in the same universe, type of thing. I think that's what it is anyway. But it's an MMO. And here's what I can tell you from experience about MMOs. They are these behemoths of games, the biggest types of games out there. They take a lot of time to develop. You know, most MMOs when they first come out, like I don't think there's it's almost like there's not enough to them. You know, I haven't played a ton of MMOs. I just played like World of Warcraft, but I like followed some of them somewhat closely. And you know, even like I consider World of Warcraft one of my favorite games of all time, and some of the original developers on that game, they moved on and made other MMOs. So they had that experience and everything, and obviously they're good at what they do if they made one of the games I really love. And even those games, like, they just struggled. Because there's so much to it. And I wonder how it's going to work with this upcoming Marvel game. And it makes me hesitant to really put much time into something like that. Especially if I don't have a desire right now. I don't have much of a desire to play an MMO, so. Okay, Lakers bodyguard sent over a buck. Ooh, where are you at? Where are you at? Is this your last one? In a way, spending helps. Seeing, for example, pulls a crazy amount of views from just opening crystals. Probably most of his views come from those videos. Oh, it helps a ton, man. It helps a ton. What was I gonna say? It's, of course, you know, it helps in that video, but then it also helps because you have a champion without putting in time to grind, and then you could spend more time on videos or, you know, things like that. So yeah, it helps a ton. So yeah. But thank you for the buck. Super Dirty Pickles. Sending over to... where is you at? When is the 225 emoji coming? Like the 225 emoji? Dude, am I losing it right now? What is the 225 emoji? Oh, the units. Oh my god. Your arena crystals at the end of every stream, 225. We've discussed this. Okay. Alright. I forgot, man. I forgot. I also forgot to claim this, so I'm going to do that now. Yeah, I could do a 225. That wouldn't be too bad. 3 characters, I could fit that. I could use units for the like the background, kind of. Yeah. Could do something like that. I don't know though. I don't know when I don't know when it's actually coming. Man, this whole week I've been very busy. I should have more time next week to get back to YouTube stuff. But yeah, this week has been just very, very busy. So maybe at some point next week I'll sit down and do something like that. But okay, it is about that time, guys. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted with other things, Steven. Okay. But yeah. Ryan, can you end on the big head mode tonight, or must I keep waiting? PS Raid Affliction. Oh, was Affliction streaming? He's on Twitch though, right? It's hard to. I can't do big head mode and egg at the same time right now, the way things are set up. So that's why no big head mode for right now. What is last? Guess I need to donate to Streamlabs. Never knew I've given YouTube a third of what I thought I was giving you. Sorry, man. Oh, dude, man, don't apologize to me. I'm very grateful for any type of donation. Hold on. Oh crap! Wait, I need to go through this way. Sorry guys, hang on. I'm pulling up a link to Affliction. Grrr. Might have to mute this. God, it's so hard to see. God, it's so bright now. This was a bad idea. It's actually because I rarely use Twitch these days. Like I don't have anything set up to go to Twitch. Oh my God. Do I give up on this? Why is it not just... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Mute. Okay. There we go. Finally got a link. I swear, if I go back to the chat and I see other people have linked it, I'm going to be pissed because it took a while to find. But okay, I've got it now. Okay. Here's a link to Affliction. He's a good dude. If you're on Twitch, then yeah. Go say what's up. BG looks like a confused old woman. Probably did. Alright, anyway though. Big Red, dude, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. Appreciate it, man. And go say what's up to Affliction. And item list tomorrow, about 12 hours from now, guys. Roughly 12 hours from now. We're going to try to finish up the Mordo quest. Oh God, I'm already excited and scared at the same time of having to go through that fight yet again. But all right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Oh, thank you, not just Big Red, but thank you everyone else who sent over those something. I appreciate it, guys. All right, see you tomorrow.